When I was a kid, you really knew it was Christmas time when you saw that famous Coca-Cola truck commercial. But this is cocktail time. So today, we'll create that feeling with a grown-up version. We're making a homemade Cola Liqueur. It's going to hit all of those classic tasting notes you love in your favorite cola. And there will be plenty of ways for you to enjoy it. A shot, a highball, or add it to your favorite stirred or shaken cocktail. Together with the recipe, you'll also be able to label this special cocktail time liqueur with these custom labels. They're available to all of our patrons, but anyone can grab it under the shop tab on our Patreon, linked below. Thank you for your support of what we do. Now,
it's cocktail time!
If you've been a friend of cocktails for a while, you'll remember we already tackled a few Coca-Cola cocktails, including a rum old-fashioned with Coca-Cola foam, and the best version of Cuba Libre with our very own 𝗡𝗲𝗄𝗏. Today, we'll make a liqueur that could become the new Bartenders Ketchup. Sure, Saint-Germain and its elderflower taste is great, but who doesn't love the taste of a great cola? I love how a mix of numbers of herbs, spices, nuts and citrus peels combines to make the flavor we all know as cola. And it's always fun when you can put your own twist on something well known. So use this recipe as a template and adjust it as you like. Plus, this can make a great gift or something to bring to a party.
You're telling me instead of them being happy to see me, they're gonna be upset because I didn't bring anything.
The fabric of society is very complex, so when that happens, you can always make a bigger batch with the help of liqueur calculators on 𝗡𝗲𝗄𝗏𝗏𝗏, where you simply enter how much you want to end up with. First, let's check out the tools and ingredients you'll need. A digital thermometer, a precision scale, a mortar and a pestle, a vacuum sealer, a sous vide cooker, and a cloth or coffee filter. You can find all of these through the links in the description below. As for the ingredients, I'll be using vodka, water, granulated sugar, demerara sugar, caramel sugar, grated lemon, lime and orange zest, saline cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, coriander, rose hip, makrut lime leaf, a coffee bean, cola nut, and optionally caramel coloring. I'll start by grating citrus peels, which are, as always, food grade. You really don't want wax peels infusing into your liqueur. We'll need 0.8 grams of lemon peel, 0.8 grams of lime peel, and 2.3 grams of orange peel, all freshly grated. The base will be 315 ml of a 40% vodka. No Everclear needed this time. We're making a 25% ABV liqueur, so we'll need to add 125 ml of water for the right sweetness, but also different flavors. I'm adding a combination of sugars: 81 grams of white sugar, 34 grams of demerara sugar, and 23 grams of caramel sugar. If you need a refresher of how that's made, here's a quick overview. Add 120 grams of sugar and 1 ounce or 30 ml of water to a pan. This thick syrup will make sure the sugar melts and caramelizes evenly. Without water, some of the sugar would already be burning before the rest starts melting. Once the caramel temperature gets to 180 degrees Celsius or 355 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to carefully pour it on a baking sheet. Leave to cool and don't touch it before it does. Hot sugar will burn your skin. Once it's cold, break it apart and voila! You now have caramel sugar. As mentioned, you'll only need 23 grams for the liqueur, and you can use the rest of it to make the classic cola syrup, like we've done before. Next ingredients go into the mortar and pestle. 1 gram of saline cinnamon, 1 gram of nutmeg, 0.8 gram of vanilla, split lengthwise, 1 gram of coriander, 5.8 gram rose hip, 0.4 gram makrut leaf, 1 coffee bean, which is about 0.12 grams, and lastly 1.1 gram of cola nut. That's right, no cocoa leaves in this recipe. Now pound and grind this together to really open up the flavors before we add them to the bag. The last addition is optional, as it doesn't provide any taste, but it's important if you want to get the classic dark cola look of your liqueur. 2.3 grams of caramel coloring will do the trick. I got this from a Slovenian soda making company, but I'll link a video on making homemade caramel coloring below. Once everything is added to the sous vide bag, it's time to seal it up. As always, go with a double seal to make sure nothing gets in or out. That and the added heat will make sure that for the next 2 hours, our liqueur will pick up on all of the wonderful flavors we added in there. Set the sous vide bath to 68 degrees Celsius or 155 degrees Fahrenheit. It's always a good idea to give the bag a little shake once or twice during the 2 hours, then leave it to cool completely before you cut open the bag and filter out all of the solids. Once it filters through, it's time to bottle our DIY Cola Liqueur, and to make it look a little extra special, Add the Cocktail Time Cola Liqueur label. You can find it on our Patreon page. Kevin Cola or just Cola Liqueur. Your call. The color, smell and taste all hit the right cola notes. Its rich profile and the wonderful balance of spiciness, bitterness and sweetness can really make it a versatile tool in your mixology arsenal. It might even work in an eggnog recipe. Try it out if you're still in the festive season, when you're watching this. With that said, I'm sure anyone would enjoy this year-round. I've never seen or tasted anything like this before I started working on it, and I'm super happy with the result. If you'd like a shortcut to make your own cola liqueur, you can do so with the help of our friends from Liber Co. Their sugarcane cola syrup is well balanced with the African cola nut, vanilla, Chinotto orange, and roasted coffee. Perfect for cocktails like the Colorado Bulldog, vodka, coffee liqueur, cola syrup, half and half. I'm also adding saline solution. Shake, strain, top with soda water, and grate nutmeg on top. Cheers! If you're making the cola liqueur, you can make your life a little easier by grabbing the syrup through the link in the description, but expect to see their brand new bottles and labels. Then just add vodka, and you'll have an instant cola liqueur. With the liqueur done, it's time to make a simple cocktail I'm calling the Kola Highball. A simple highball cocktail with our cola liqueur as the base. This will of course be built in a chilled highball glass, starting with a tempered clear ice pear. I'll place it on the scale so I can be precise with my pour of soda water, 140 grams. Add a small amount of citrus juice, lime or lemon both work, but I'm going with 1/4 ounce or 7.5 ml of freshly squeezed lime juice. And for the base, 2 ounces or 60 ml of our DIY cola liqueur. If you forgot to add it before, add 2 drops of saline solution now. Give the cocktail a gentle turn and a lift with a bar spoon to mix it all, and garnish with a wedge of lemon or lime, depending on the juice you added. It's a simple build, but the flavor is where it's at with this one. You wouldn't expect so much nuance from what is basically a vodka cola, and if you want more freshness, squeeze in the citrus wedge. All in all, it's an easy sipper and a great starting point for more cocktails with this liqueur in a future episode. With that, we reach the bottom of the glass. This time I have a book recommendation that also makes a great gift. With a highly secret blend of herbs and spices that make up the Coca-Cola recipe, it's always great to read up on the botanicals that are used to make some of your favorite alcoholic drinks. Amy Stewart's The Drunken Botanist explains where these plants come from and how they contribute to the flavors of our favorite beverages. And since it's Christmas time, when we're filming and posting this, I'd love to hear your favorite holiday season memories from when you were a kid. Has anyone actually seen the iconic Coca-Cola truck from those commercials? Until next time, cheers, friends of cocktails.
Ja, no, czekaj.